with an aim to help customers with digital transformation.
India's SME market is huge, so we wanted to see if we can start an initiative on a practice where we can provide enterprise application services at a cheaper cost.
His customer base spans across 10 industry verticals.
So we've seen a good paradigm shift in terms of mentality as well as IT investments, and we've done major projects.
NewsX India A-List proudly recognizes Harsh Khandelwal for excellence in information technology.
Hello and a very warm welcome to NewsX A-List. Today I'm joined with Mr. Harsh Khandelwal. He's the CEO of SGN Software. A very warm welcome to NewsX, Harsh.
Good afternoon. How are you?
Very well. Harsh, before we talk about anything, tell us about the ethos of your company. It is very important for our viewers to know that, as well as I want you to explain to them the problems that you've identified and how have you tried to work towards fixing them and how has that been?
So the ethos for SGN was started in 2009, where we saw a gap in the market in the SME space, where we saw leading tech firms, MNCs working in the SME space. And India's SME market is huge. So we wanted to see if we can start an initiative on a practice where we can provide enterprise application services at a cheaper cost. So that initiative started, and then I saw we were the early entrants in the market, working with leading software players like Oracle, SAP, Salesforce, and we played in with the SME market, and we have grown the practice over the last decade, working in East and North India.
Tell us, the last 2 years has been difficult for everyone, and there's been a learning curve for all of us. So how has actually the pandemic been for your customers? And, especially the IT landscape has drastically changed. From a consumer point of view, what has the changes been for you?
The IT landscape has changed. The good thing about IT is customers realize the importance of IT in pandemic. While working from home, customers realize the importance of connectivity, real-time data, how to be connected with people, be it HR applications, be it Salesforce automations, be it banking integrations, where they know what is their incoming account receivable payables. So we've done a lot of projects remotely. It's been a huge paradigm shift. Earlier I used to go to an MD's office for a 10-minute meeting. I used to travel 2 hours, meet him for 10 minutes, come back 2 hours. So literally 5 hours on the road. Now he's open to come on an online platform, meet for 10 minutes, and we have that quality meeting. So we've seen a good paradigm shift in terms of mentality as well as IT investments. And we've done major projects remotely, automation, be it paperless environment, e-invoicing, banking interfacing for a lot of customers, and they've realized the benefit. Now, almost towards the end of pandemic, we've had face-to-face meetings with the customer, and they have put bigger budgets in the years to come in IT because they realize the importance of it.
Excellent. So what are the expansion plans for you now as a company? The changes, the mannerism, the consumer mindset is changing. So what are expansion plans for you?
So we've actually invested in a new IT setup initiative. The government of West Bengal has started a Silicon Valley concept in Rajaghat. So we've acquired a space there, and we are looking to, expand the IT footprints there, add some new practices. Also, we are also looking to, get into freshman recruitment. So currently, we do not have any on-campus recruitment. We hire trained people, experienced people, and deliver. But we realize also that we need to nurture new skills, and talent has become a shortage in the market. So we need to go into campus recruitment and have a setup where we, train freshers, groom them, and deploy them on the client side. So our current setup doesn't allow that. Okay. So we are looking to expand our footprints and in new services as well as new talent with respect to fresher hiring.
That's excellent. So more and more people can get jobs, and that is what the country needs at this moment.
Right. That's what the initiative is towards.
That's very good. If you could help us understand with an example, how do you help your consumers? If you could just state it in an example form for us over here.
We typically help customers in deploying enterprise applications. So be it in the pandemic, the biggest deployments we've done is customers want banking integrations. They want their real-time accounts receivable, accounts payable integrated with an ERP, so they know what is their outgoing and incoming.
Yes.
On the fly, bank reconciliations are easy. So we've done a lot of projects with all the leading banks in India where customers have real-time insight on their bank reconciliations.
Okay. And interestingly, our viewers should know that you have as fascinating a story of SGN Software. You have a very fascinating story. You've been on the West, and professionally have gained a lot of knowledge. Tell our viewers a bit about your journey. It will be surely very interesting.
Yes, I started my career, once I graduated from the US, from Drexel. I started my career as an SAP consultant. So I've been a consultant myself before I started this company. So I've been there, done that. I know how consulting goes. I am hands-on. I look into the day-to-day affairs. So basically, coming from ground up, you know how consulting works, how you need to mentor, how you need to work with your clients, your consultants. It's been a learning curve, and currently with close to 140 people, we are one of the growing fastest SAP workshops in East India.
And, our viewers should know that in Calcutta, in the Tech Park, you also, your success story is all over there. Tell us a bit about that also, because this is what, nowadays an entrepreneur needs to hear.
Right. So we invested in an IT initiative in Tech Park. Government of West Bengal has put in a Silicon Valley, and they've invited all tech companies to take space there and, build their offices. So we've invested in a roughly 30,000 square feet office there. We are looking to start construction. We've got the possession. And as I said earlier, we are looking to get campus recruitments. We are trying to add new practices in the advanced area of technology, machine learning, artificial intelligence, advanced analytics, data science. So these are the areas we are looking to focus in years to come, and that's where the market trends are going towards.
As you mentioned, I really want to ask you, market trends in the last 2 years seem to change a lot in every customer point of view also. Has it not?
Yes, it has. It has changed, right? And customer, feel has become more flexible and open, and they are open to discuss on technology now.
And interestingly, your customers who are spread across have very great inputs about SGN. They have very good feedbacks as what we've read and seen. Tell me something. How do you manage keeping it all together in different time zone spheres? How do you do that?
So that's our USP. Being an SME company, flexibility is our backbone. We work with companies, mostly family-run businesses, and we show flexibility in our day-to-day delivery mechanism. My mandate with my team is keep the customer happy. It's customer first. We go by the word of reference. More than a brand, reference works for us. So 9 out of 10 businesses we get is out of reference. So flexibility and adaptability well with the customer has been the growth mantra over the years.
Harsh, even though a lot of people have lost their job during the pandemic, even if, a lot of people have cut down on sizes, the retention rate, I believe, is no different in any industry. But in the IT industry, the retention rate is pretty high. How do you manage in a phase like that?
During the pandemic, we did not let anyone go. We did not fire. We did not, let anyone go. People left. There has been a boom in the job market here in the IT space. However, we've, given incentive programs, we've given advanced trainings to employees, got them certified. So certification, we paid for that, which is expensive. So the consultant also feels a little motivated to stay with the company. And overall, we've given flexibility, work from home, and given them that the customer needs to be delivered. You can work from home and do it, or you can be out of office.
What is your idea? How do you think work from home logic works from an IT company point of view?
It works wonderful. I think we have been productive. Earlier, the customer used to feel they're paying us for what kind of work we're doing. However, the mentality has changed over the last 15 to 18 months, and they see results being delivered. Now they're happy. They're like, okay, you don't need to come to our office and occupy a chair and take internet. You can work out of home. This is a delivery which needs to be done. So that is a huge change on the end customer, which we used to, not see earlier, but now it's there.
And even for a company point of view, I believe the office space, all the electricity being used, there can be a cut of cost over there for them as well.
Yes, there can be, but now moving forward, I think gradually we're towards the end of the pandemic. I won't say it's officially the end, but yes. But what I've also realized, we need to build talent. Talent is still shortage, and the new technology, be it machine learning, advanced data analytics, there are hardly any resources. And if there is resource available, there are big guys in the market, the leading companies, be it the Accentures and the IBMs, they hire. For a small company like us, close to 150 people, we need to build our own resource, for which campus recruitment is a must. And our current office infrastructure doesn't allow mass hiring, training, 6 months in-house placements, and then on the job. So our new initiative with the IT Park will help us, compete with the bigger players.
And that's excellent, and wish you all the very best for something like that, because that's going to give employment to so many more people. But before I let you go, I want to really ask you, as we just spoke about your journey, spoke about the journey of your company, tell me something, some advice that you would like to give to the new age entrepreneurs, especially people who are trying to put their foot into, the IT sector. Now, India is a country with so many unicorns now. So it's something which is
Right.
exciting people. People want to go ahead and be entrepreneurs now.
Only idea is have your plan in mind, go for it. I mean, be daring to take a risk right now. There is plenty of venture capitalists available. You'll get funding. If you have a concept, put it down on paper, go, fetch money and start it up. If you're young, it's even better. You take risk right now. If it works, it's good. Otherwise, there is enough jobs available later on. So go for it and, try to create a name for yourself in the market.
Thank you, Harsh. Thank you so much for
Thank you
speaking.
so much. Appreciate it.
And all the very best. And I'm very glad to hear from you that you're trying to bring about, job opportunities for youngsters. And it's a great advice for everybody out there that if you want to do it and if you're young enough, for sure, you should go ahead and take the risk.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.